Hey guys, I'm Kyoko. Welcome back to Vagrus, the Riven realms. We just fought some beasts, won easily, and now we're gonna continue walking onwards with our Vagrus. We can even move 2 points this time. Your chart is now active. Look at that, we have a chart. Oh, now we can see the map. So here we are. The chart is your tool to navigate the wasteland of Zerion and planning our journeys. You can move around by holding left mouse button, moving the mouse, and you can zoom in with the mouse wheel. Your comitatus is represented by the red banner, which is there. In discovered settlements or points of interest can be marked by clicking on their icon and holding mark, the bottom left box, which highlights them on the chart. You can also have the option to navigate to the codex from the box. Okay, so we need to mark Avernum. Okay. Mark that bad boy. Good. As I said, this place is huge. Look at that. Just look at this. You know, we traveled a bunch so far, a couple of days, and we just went to Scrap Heap and over here. And this is just a tiny little village of Scrap Heap. There's like huge cities around here. Devon is where we want to go, actually. That's where we are walking to. We're gonna go down here. There's the Arenas Negras, the Forlorn Waste, Misty Coast, No Man's Land, Ankot Kala, Wide Run, the Province, the Crimson Desert, Plains of Bone. What's this? Dragmolak? Alright. Alright, close the chart. And yeah, continue onwards. We can get here. This is as far as we can go right now, today. Forced March allows you to move further than your maximum movement points in a given day. Forced March movement uses marching points indicated next to your MP. So I guess 7 out of 7, yeah. Marching along paths, its cost is indicated by red on the campaign menu. Sure. Campaign map. Although forced marches get you further, use them carefully. Your crew loses vigor and even morale rapidly if you march too often without extra resting. We strongly suggest refraining from frequent forced marches until you have more experience. High vigor, morale, and well-supplied comitatus are required for forced marches to have less negative impacts. Yeah, I would guess so. We're gonna just camp over here. We don't want to forced march right now. Pay them right now. End the day. Let's continue. Maybe I should have healed my companions. I don't know. Wait, if I press A, it shows me this thing. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Well, we can get way down here today. So let's jump down there. See if there's any events, and there are. Alright. Had to drink before I can read all of this. As the comitatus is scaling another stretch of black sand dunes, one of the outriders he had sent out to screen your left flank rides in on the line and heads immediately to you. You can see the man is in panic right away from the way he hops off the saddle while decelerating and almost falls over. Before he reaches you, your guardsmen are already setting up the defense perimeter to the east. You back into the beast driver to hold the line. Vagrus, they're coming. I saw him walking over the dunes. The pilgrims are coming. A murmur of terror washes over the comitatus. Clearly, your scout was referring to the last pilgrimage. This group of spectral horrors is known to appear out of nowhere and eradicates even large groups of travelers in a matter of minutes. Nobody quite knows what happens to those who encounter them up close, as nobody has lived to tell the tale. Some reckless people were reputedly able to take a peek at the otherworldly wayfarers, but during your many years as a Vagrus, you have never met any such person whose story was credible. You know all too well that if your outrider tells the truth, and you see no reason why he wouldn't, the only chance of survival is for all of you to run or to hide. Okay, try to find a place where you can hide or run. You know what? We have these march points, so let's make a run for it. You turn the whole comitatus around and make haste westwards, at right angle to the espied direction in which the pilgrims are reportedly moving. After an hour of hauling ass, you make the line stop. Scouting parties you've sent out saw no signs of the spectral menace, so you turn back and realign with the original direction you were traveling, headed south-southwest. You lost a lot of time today, but at least now you can say that you've come fairly close to the last pilgrimage and live to tell the tale. Carry on. -4 move, that's okay. We're gonna stay here and we're gonna camp. I'm okay with that. You know what? I'm gonna pay them later. It's enough now. We're losing a lot of money. Okay, we can get fairly far. I think we're getting closest. Oh, not as close. We need to get around the Voiceless Lake over here and then to Avernum. Yeah. So not as close as you think. Especially if there's pilgrims around here. It's nasty. Alright, rest here. And they continue. Oh, the Comitatus climbs the last black dune and comes to a halt on your mark. Standing on one of the carts, you spy the horizon carefully before hopping down and convening with your most trusted. Ahead looms the Voiceless Lake, a place of deathly quiet and utter peril. The lava flow in this particular tendril of the molten tongue cools down here below a tough shell of dark rock, covered by steaming water. Yet the shell is not solid enough in places. It can crack in the blink of an eye and open under one's foot, leading into a sudden, scalding death. That sounds just horrible. There are ways to guess where it's safe to cross the terrain, but it has to be done slowly and attentively. Your scouts know their way around here, but because the lava changes constantly beneath this shell, they have to rely on finding a new way through each time. The lake is voiceless because everyone has to keep completely quiet. That way one might hear the shifting lava and the cracking shell just in time. Your lieutenants agree that crossing the far side of the shell is still better than going around and into Arenas Negras, however, especially after coming so close to the last pilgrimage a few days ago. Nobody in the right mind would go near the damn place, so you're stuck with the plateau surrounding the Voiceless Lake. Okay, we have a high chance of crossing. Well, that's good. Let's go. Test fail! Oh no! Damn. 71 to 70. I don't even know what kind of a dice roll that is, but okay. Suddenly there's a crack that is nearly deafening in the otherwise complete silence. The last beast of burden in the line groans once, then disappears in the newly opened fissure. Its rider has no time to utter sound, but the slave the beast drags along with its fall lets out a bone-chilling shriek before going silent forever. There's no telling if they deviated from the path pinpointed by your scouts, or if the path was poorly chosen to begin with. The rest of the Comitatus eventually makes it through, and you can turn away and southwards from the Cursed Lake. Yet the loss of a beast is a disaster in its own right, and the crew is shaken enough to maintain the uncanny silence for days to come. You know what? You told me it's a high chance of success, yet you failed me. Okay. We lost a beast, worker, a slave, and some morale. Wow. That's just horrible. Continue down here. Just as we were about to leave the damnable lake behind, we heard it. An abominable shriek pierced the air and made us gasp. It came from behind some hills nearby, coupled with the ruckus of a battle. The armed women and men of the Comitatus looked at their Vagrus questioningly. Alright, so I guess there's a fight coming in. Scouts come running towards the cart line as you're about to enter the badlands south of the lake and hear what could only be described as a paralyzing howl accompanied by the unmistakable clash of weapons. There's a battle going on, Vagrus, just behind yonder hills. Beyond, something. The scout points southeast. Some armed folks are being attacked by bloody undead. A murmur washes over the crew and many of them ready their weapons. Not to give aid to fellow travelers in dire need is believed to attract dire peril onto yourself. Besides, it would be better to fight the undead together than alone if it comes to that. The tension is rising with each passing moment, with everyone watching you, waiting for you to give the order. Well, we will approach carefully. You clamber over the next few hills and look down upon the side of a brutal melee. Bodies are strewn across the field, most of them mutilated undead, but some are mangled and burned humans in dark clothes. Another such man, a robed priest with a shaved head, falls to the ground after flying half a dozen meters, following a bone-crunching hit from a looming white giant. The creature looks like it's made up of several bodies, fused together by some combination of natural disaster and evil curse. The rest of the shamblers are smoldering, burned corpses that are typically reanimated by the powers of this region. Creaking and popping, the great white abomination flails around with its many arms and stomps the ground, facing the two last men standing against it. One of them is sturdy fellow armed with a mace and shield, his face painted white. The other is a tall, imposing man clad in black iron armor, wielding a greatsword. From the symbols and their attire, it's clear that these men are the followers of Sergorod. No idea what that is, but hey. While you're assessing the situation, the smoldering undead overwhelms the armored man who suffers some nasty burns before disentangling himself from the searing embrace. There's no time to lose as the undead are now also moving in on your fighting crew. Let's defend ourselves. Alright. Before the first round is started, you have to deploy your companions to the available positions on the friendly left side. You don't need to always deploy all of your companions. Sometimes it's best to avoid sending a wounded companion into battle. Makes sense. If you have deployed them, it's fine. Alright, before deploying companion, you can switch before... Nah. Okay. Some allies are already deployed and you will take control of them, but you cannot change their movement. Morven is used from the front row, while Javik abilities favor the back row. Alright, well, of course, that, you know, we know that. She goes here, he goes back here, we begin the fight. Let's go. Okay. Oh, that's a big guy. Wow, he just killed him. Right from the get-go, it just murdered him. Some skills can target friendly units to support, protect, or even heal them. In this fight, a lot of Javik's skills cannot be used because undead enemies are immune to mind-affecting effects. Javik's far from useless, however. You can use his premonition skill. Yeah, you know, we've done this before. Of course, we're buffing her, clearly. Good. So Darius is a very tough companion due to his armor and good defense. His skills also include support skill that enhances his stats, vengeance, and one that debilitates an enemy bane, both for several rounds. Some skills can affect multiple targets. Darius' cleave deals less damage than his single target unholy strike, but it targets 2 enemies that stand side by side. Use any skill. I will. Let's see, unholy strike. What's your HP? Wow, 20. And these guys, 4 and 6. This one has a buff. Oh, this one has a debuff. I like that. Okay. Oh, wait. The attacker. Huh. Interesting. So you have a cleave. How does the cleave work? I can probably cleave over here. So cleave is 3 to 4 damage, is what you say. This guy has 6 HP. I think we might just use the unholy strike. Single enemy's curse, losing initiative and accuracy. It could be useful. Or caster receives bonus damage initiative. It could be useful. Let's actually take care of one boy first. Oh, can you not reach him from here? Oh, you can't. Yeah, it's too far. That does make sense, yes. That does make sense. You can reach him, but the chances to kill, I don't know, man. I think might be a best idea to just buff yourself. Ho, yeah, exactly. Be a ho. Okay. Combat is cruel and in general you cannot heal during it. Your defense are your main way to mitigate damage. Evade allows you to completely avoid an attack, but you will be moved to an adjacent unoccupied position after a successful evade. That also means that they may move away from a position that protects another companion. A successful block provides extra arm against the attack, mitigating more damage. Cool. However, you can still suffer damage while blocking and also suffer adverse effects from an attack. Each companion has different evade and block chance, but because certain skills are better against one or the other, you often have to chance these by clicking on defense mode. Okay. That's fine. That's okay. We have a buff right now. What I think I'm gonna do is do a strafe. Yeah. You see that strafe is 2 to 4. I'm gonna see if I can possibly kill. Yeah. And I'm gonna move over here so I block. Did not kill him, unfortunately. But I wanted to move there. You know? Okay, 1 damage. Nobody's afraid of that. I'm afraid of what he does. Okay, this guy's gonna move, so cleave gonna be more useful. You, the Vagrus, may not take part directly in companion combat, but does not mean you have no means to influence it. Many of your leadership perks allow you to use resourcefulness in various ways in combat. Okay. Whichever you have unlocked can be found on the leader medallion in the form of buttons along with the menu button. Okay, 3 lines icons. That's over here, I guess. Aid, Inspire, Empower. You have 2 options for now. Aid, which allows you to revive down companions. The button is only active if you have a down companion. A companion is down after losing all their vitality. Okay, they're not removed from combat but cannot act and be protected because of their down vitality is depleted. Okay. Inspire, which gives us substantial defense. Okay. Okay, so want to give me additional defense by inspiring. I will inspire her for damn sure. Because she's the OG lady. So, this thing. I can't really do damage to them, is what you say. So it burns the mine, but it says that I can't. You know what? Let's try it. Let's see the mine blast. Let's see if it's gonna attack him. No. Okay. So I can't do a mine blast on these guys. That makes sense. Fine. I think I don't want to strafe again. This one is 2 to 5. This guy has 6. He has 1. Just smack him. Good. Keep 1 out of here. Okay, now we have you. So you did your buff. Let's see, your cleave is now 4 to 5. It's not gonna exactly kill this guy, but I think we still use it here. Well, you missed the other guy, but dealt 3 damage to him, which is a start. That's a good evade, thank you. Now, what the big guy's gonna do? Whoa, oh my god, he's attacking him, huh? It's not the best. And stunning him. Morwen, how did you manage to move there? Yeah, go here. Yeah, you were supposed to protect and serve. I think we do cleave again. Yeah. You miss him again, god damn it. Well, we at least killed the big boy. Or the small boys. Now we have the big boy to deal with. Not too much damage yet, but those kicks and stuff ain't gonna do much, so I think she can only do devastating blows. Which dealt 1 damage? Is that correct? Okay, he's gonna be moving. Alright. You know what? Let's use Bane on him. Yeah, tell him. Alright. You will do premonition on... She still has the buff from before. You know what? Do this. Give her more buffs. She's kind of good at this. Yeah, plenty of buffs. Okay, Morven. I think your best thing is still devastating blow. Just please do not miss. And you, I think your unholy strike might be the thing. You're gonna buff yourself actually. Yeah, buff yourself first, and then you can do some strikes. He's flailing. That didn't do much damage last time. Yeah, did a bit more this time around. Now I could still inspire. Right now I think we're just gonna smack him. Again, miss. 85% chance to hit, but she misses all the time. So he's gonna buff him now. You're just the buffer this time around. And hopefully this guy, his 95% accuracy is gonna hit. For whole 3 damage, huh? Yeah, we're not very good damage dealers, are we? Okay, he's moving again, that's good. He just loses some initiative that way. Yeah, just keep on buffing, man. I wonder if these buffs stack. I need to see that. They do not seem to stack. Okay. That's unfortunate. 2 damage, at least she dealt some damage this time around. He's down to 14 HP. You still have your extra damage buff, yeah, for 1 more turn. 5. I'll take that. He's down to 9, I think. He is. He's flailing. She's taking some damage. How are you doing? 2 HP? You might have to bring someone back. You can't really do much right now. Just give her more vitality with something. Maybe she's gonna be able to use that. 9 HP. Just deal some damage. Or, you know, you can miss. That also works. Let's buff you again. Yeah. Please try to buff yourself before you die. Okay, good thing he's moving. Because both of these foes, you know, are not very strong. I think I'm gonna inspire her. Just boost her defenses. You can boost him because, as we said, not very useful this time around. Look, I just need some damage. How much damage you can do? I'm fine with it. 2, I'll take it. He's down to 7. And let's see what can you do. Oh. Oh, man. He might just murder you both right now. Good evade. Good evade. Congratulations. But Mind Blast ain't gonna do much. Buff her. Just keep on buffing her. She's gonna, of course, have to move. She's gonna move over here so she can evade. Okay, 2 damage. I'll take it. What he does is a good question now. Flailing. Might kill her, yeah. We should be able to get her up now. I'm not resourceful enough. Well, that's unfortunate. You will move here. And you will smack him. Wow. The damage on these things, it's really hard to do. Thankfully, he missed. Thankfully, he missed. Okay, go and just give him power. He has 2 HP. Really need someone that could heal. Yeah, I need you to keep on smacking this guy. Okay, 1 more smack is all we need, you know? Let's hope he moves. No, he's gonna flail. If he hits you right now... Oh, for just 1. He has 1 HP left. This guy has 2. Let's see who wins. Let's see who wins this fight. I can still use this, so I will inspire you. Just so, hopefully, if he gets 1 more attack out. Oh, 1 HP, 1 HP. Okay, he's just flailing on her. And apparently he killed her. It's okay. We're killing you this turn. 1 HP, 1 HP. Come on. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me, man. Seriously. Oh, did he just pass his turn? Dealt 0 damage. You know what? I'm impressed. You can't do anything? Oh, Javik, I don't want you to move. Just stay there. Can I just pass the turn? Can I just pass the turn? Do I have to really move you? I don't want to, you know? It was like a bad idea, but... I'm gonna attack you for damn sure. Okay, can you now please kill this guy? He has 1 HP. Congratulations, we have done it. Victory. That was awful. Okay, it's over. The undead finally stopped moving, their bodies lying mutilated all around the hills. The large abomination was hacked to pieces, now only a jumbled pile of ash and petrified bones. Some of your crew also got torn up. There are several wounded and 1 dead. His head torn off after he had been overpowered. The man in the black armor survived the battle. He is sitting on a rock nearby, covered in ash from the abomination, drinking ponderously from a water skin while he is observing the battlefield. His grim gaze wanders from one slain companion to the other, as if waiting to make sure all of them are dead. At length, his piercing eye found you, and chill runs down your spine. There's no doubt in your mind that the man and you need to talk. Alright, let's talk. Looks like we lost a fighter. Okay, standing in front of the man, you offer him your hand. The man looks you up and down in a fashion that suggests only a dash of contempt. His greatsword forged of steel is across his lap. He does not take your hand. You seem to be the leader of this. The man is looking for the word as he has eyed the comitatus company of travelers. What is your business here? The bluntness of the question, coupled with the man's apparent hostility and ungratefulness, hits you, leaving you speechless. Perhaps it's for best you notice that the man is bearing the symbol of Zergorod, which should make you cautious. We are just traveling comitatus, going south. I see, so your turning up here is a matter of utter coincidence, I take. When you assure him it is, he narrows his eyes and pierces you with gaze. There is a tense moment that seems to take forever. You are truthful, Vagrus. Commendable. The man rises from the rock. He towers over you now, and it dawns on you that such a war gear in the Metal Star world makes him either a very rich or very powerful person, or both. I'm grateful for your assistance in the skirmish, late as it was. The man turns to look at Javik, who appears at your side and bows his head to the man. Without acknowledging your friend or his greeting, the armored fellow turns to you again. My name is Sedarius. I'm a knight of Ordis Negra Solis. By aiding me, Vagrus, you have aided Imperial law. You clearly have some questions of your own. Now is your chance to ask them. Alright. What were you doing over here? I and my companions come here to search for enemies of the Empire. Alright. Is there anything else you wanted? What do you plan to do now? I intend to return to Averna, where we set out from. I have to debrief my superiors there what happened today, and also want to look into the tip we had received that led us here. Okay, your destination does not happen to be Averna, does it? You cannot help but tell him the truth. You are too well aware of that lying to one of the Knights of the Black Sun is high treason. It's the first time you see Darius' malevolent smile. Good, I shall join you for the journey. Iraphons teaches us to share the burdens of the road. Now tell your men to pile the bodies of my companions. Burning them without the proper ritual is not becoming such a heroes of the Empire, but we have no time for much else. Also, gather all their belongings while you're at it. Make it happen, Vagrus. In the meantime, someone skillful enough should take a look at my wounds. Alright, it seems you have to take Darius to Avernum. And we're gonna travel onwards. Segredite arms is what we got. Okay. The Dark Knight joined us after we rescued him from the clutches of the mindless undead horrors that slaughtered his companions. He was a grim sword, displaying no gratitude or companionship, yet we were stuck with him. For a lawman such as the Knight could make his dreadful will ours by command. So we set out, bound for Avernum, the greatest city in the vicinity. Alright, I'm gonna finish the episode here. I'm gonna finish with Vagrus for now. I do hope you enjoyed this series. I kind of enjoy the story of this. It's pretty cool, even though the combat might have been a bit clunky with all those 1 HP hits and stuff like that. So I'm not quite sure on that one quite yet, but you know, it's fine. It can still change and probably will change. Anything of this, you know, this is just the early look at the game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please consider dropping a comment down below. Like, subscribe to see more Doom Magic, and I'll see you next time. Kokoplays out.